Good morning, children. Today we will going to learn about some topics in the same lesson. We already prepared some topics in our previous classes and some experiments also. Some experiments which are conducted in our previous classes explains about some factors such as air, water, light. These are some essential factors for process of photosynthesis. Okay. So here there are some experiments that explains these factors are very essential for process of photosynthesis. Let us recall again them before going to our next topics. In our previous class we have conducted and also studied about a experiment, that is what carbon dioxide is necessary for process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide, it is also one of the gas. It is also one of the essential gas. It is very useful for photosynthesis process. Absence of it, what will happen? There is no photosynthesis process. Here, that is why we have to explain about this gas, how it is necessary for process of photosynthesis. Here, there is a model that explains carbon dioxide is necessary for process of photosynthesis. Yesterday I prepared it for our class. Here if you observe nearly, it is one of the model. It is very useful for conducting or explaining carbon dioxide is necessary for process of photosynthesis. I gave, that means I gave some work in our previous class, but most of the students in the same class have drawn wrongly. I have already given some diagrams you have to draw in our previous class. So in that work, most of the students in your class have drawn wrongly. Here, if you observe, that's why I want to teach and I want to explain that experiment again. Here, today I am coming with a model. This is very useful for explaining that experiment. Okay, let us go into the experiment. If you observe this model, it is one of the plant. It is one of the plant. You have to take a leaf of this experimental plant for this setup. Here it is also a transparent bottle. This is what? This is a transparent bottle. It is filled with some solution called what? KOH solution. Okay. Look at that. There is a KOH solution. Imagine that is KOH solution. It is a model, you know. Okay. Just to understand better, I prepared it yesterday. So look at carefully. So leaf of this plant inserted into the splitted cork of the transparent bottle. Here a experimental leaf is inserted through splitted cork into the transparent bottle. Okay. What did you add? Some solution of KOH here, potassium hydroxide. It can be used to absorbing of carbon dioxide gas in the transparent bottle. Here, while we are fitting that entire setup, that transparent bottle that consists of some carbon dioxide gas before fitting. That's why we have to remove carbon dioxide gas from the transparent bottle. That's why we have to add some solution, KOH solution, into the transparent bottle. Then what will happen? Here in this experiment, now we are going to learn carbon dioxide is necessary for process of photosynthesis. Okay. So that's why we have to remove carbon dioxide gas inside the transparent bottle by adding KOH solution. Here KOH solution absorbs carbon dioxide gas which is present inside the transparent bottle. Then after keep the entire experiment in sunlight for 2 to 3 hours. Okay. Then after, if you observe entire experiment, take the leaf of same plant and experimented leaf. Okay. So you have to take 2 leaves of the experimented plant. One is inserted leaf into the transparent bottle, a leaf that is inserted into the transparent bottle, and another one of the same plant. You have to collect 2 leaves of the same plant, okay, for testing of starch. So it is well exposed by sunlight. Why? Because you placed this entire setup in sunlight for several hours. If you keep this setup in sunlight, there is a process of photosynthesis that takes place in the experimented setup. So we have already collected 2 leaves from this setup or model. Then if you test with iodine drops, you have to collect 2 leaves of the same experimented plant and take them for testing of starch. For testing of starch, what we have to use? Can you say what is that solution? Iodine. Iodine, it is also one of the solution to identify presence of starch on leaves. Okay. Then add few drops of iodine solution on experimented leaf and another leaf of the same plant. Okay. For example, if you take 2 leaves, this is experimented leaf. Okay. This is another leaf of the same plant. Okay. Then if you add few drops of iodine solution on this experimented leaf and another leaf of the same plant, then what will happen? What will be observed? What will be observed on that 2 leaves? Okay. Look here. After adding few drops of iodine solution on experimented leaf, okay, you can observe a color change on outer portion of the experimented leaf. Here outer portion means this is outer portion. Look at, this is what stalk of the flower, sorry, stalk of the leaf. Okay. So here this portion is left out of the transparent bottle. Left out of the transparent bottle. Then what about remaining portion? What about remaining portion? This remaining portion inserted into the transparent bottle. Here, after adding a few drops of iodine solution, you may notice color change on outer portion of the leaf, which is exposed clearly on sunlight. Okay. So sunlight falls without hindrance directly on outer portion of this leaf. Then what about the remaining portion? It is completely inserted inside the transparent bottle. So here sunlight can also enters directly through the transparent bottle into the what? Leaf. Remaining portion of the leaf. So here there is no hindrance of light which is out of the leaf portion and remaining inner portion of the leaf inside the bottle. Then what is absent? Can you guess in this process? We did not notice color change in the remaining portion of this leaf. Because of what? Can you guess? Because of absence of carbon dioxide. So here for process of photosynthesis, what are essential factors? You know, what are required essential factors? We already studied about them briefly in our previous classes, earlier classes. So here carbon dioxide is absent in the transparent bottle. Light can passes through the transparent bottle. It is also one of the essential factor, but it will not hinder due to transparent. Okay, then here carbon dioxide there is no entering, easy process of entering into the transparent bottle directly. That remaining portion can easily absorb, receive some carbon dioxide gas through the air stomatas, and complete photosynthesis process that takes place only outer portion of this experimented leaf. Then what about the remaining portion? Here remaining portion of this same leaf did not change means what? Color change because of absence of carbon dioxide. So finally we conclude here one of the essential gas, carbon dioxide, it is very necessary for process of photosynthesis. Okay, that's why here this experiment can easily says carbon dioxide is one of the essential factor or gas for process of photosynthesis. Absence of carbon dioxide, there is no process of photosynthesis that takes place in plants. We could explain by conducting this experiment. Okay, so this is a normal leaf. This is a normal leaf, another leaf of the same plant. But here, if you observe, if you add some few drops of iodine solution, entire leaf will be converted into blue-black color. Why? Because starch is formed. Starch is formed in the process of photosynthesis. In the process of photosynthesis, when we place this entire setup in open air or open sunlight. Okay, so starch is formed in the outer portion of the same experimented leaf. That's why here by adding a few drops of iodine solution, the entire outer portion of the leaf can be changed into blue-black color. Okay, that explains what? Here there are so many factors such as light, water, gases. These are very important factors for process of photosynthesis. Okay, so this is one of the experiment for process of photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is one of the essential gas for process of photosynthesis. It is very essential gas. Absence of it, there is no process of photosynthesis. We could prove by this activity. Okay. Okay, just explained about experiment that shows carbon dioxide is necessary for process of photosynthesis. From that experiment, what you all learned? Here, this is experimented leaf. Can you observe which portion of this leaf form starch? Here, we can easily identify by testing with iodine solution. Okay, so outer portion of this leaf changes into what? Blue-black color. That indicates what? Presence of starch. Here presence of starch will be indicated by blue-black color. Then remaining portion what? What about remaining portion? The remaining portion of this experimented leaf did not change into color. There is no color change due to absence of formation of starch. So there is no formation of starch in lower portion of the leaf. So you can say easily Here lower portion of the leaf did not form what? Starch, and upper portion of, that means outer portion of the leaf formed what? Starch. Okay, so this is experiment for carbon dioxide is necessary for process of photosynthesis. Now let us explain another activity or experiment which we have conducted in our earlier classes again. Okay, so it is also one of the experiment we already conducted in our previous class. Now let us explain another activity in the same lesson. That is what? Oxygen is produced during process of photosynthesis in presence of sunlight. Here it is also one of the activity that explains what? Oxygen, it is also one of the gas produced during photosynthesis process in presence of sunlight. Here we can understand the role of light. In our previous experiment, what you all learnt, what role of gas we have learnt in our previous class, in our previous experiment. Role of carbon dioxide in process of photosynthesis. Okay, now let us discuss light. It is also one of the essential factor. Its role is very important for the process of photosynthesis. There is also an activity that explains oxygen is produced during photosynthesis process in presence of sunlight. Okay, for this we need some apparatus. Okay, here look here. First we have to collect some aquatic plants. We have to collect some aquatic plants such as what? Elodea or hydrilla. Okay, then take a funnel. Take a funnel, a small stemmed funnel, a small stemmed funnel. Okay, so this is figure of normal funnel. This funnel is inserted into the beaker. Okay, so listen, we have to insert that funnel inward. That means what? Here this is normal position of the what? This is normal position of the what? Funnel. This is small stemmed funnel. This is stem. Okay, this is stem, small stem. Then if you insert that funnel, what about its structure? If you insert that funnel, that means what? Invert. This is invert position of the funnel. So you have to insert the funnel in invert position into the beaker. Okay, so after inserting that short stemmed funnel with hydrilla plants into the what? Beaker. Into the what? Beaker. Then after place some water into the beaker. Ensure that level of water which is above the short stemmed funnel. Okay, ensure that level of water which is above the short stemmed funnel. Then invert a test tube that is filled with water over the short stemmed funnel. Look here, a test tube is inserted over the short stemmed funnel. Into the beaker. Okay, so you have to do like this. Okay, then after keep the entire experiment in sunlight. You have to make two sets of same this apparatus. You have to make two sets for this activity. One is placed in sunlight, another one is placed in dark. Okay, so you have to make two identical sets of this experiment. Okay, then after what will happen, you have to keep them, one of it in sunlight, another one it in the dark. Okay, then if you observe after several hours, what will you find? Is there any difference between them? Is there any difference between them? Here you will notice small bubbles that are coming from hydrilla plant into the test tube, What are they? They are air bubbles. Here air bubbles coming from where? Hydrilla plants that are taken to this experiment. Okay, so after several hours, if you observe small bubbles, air bubbles coming from hydrilla plants into test tube. Here this test tube collected some air bubbles after several hours. Okay, then you can test the air bubbles which are collected by the test tube by inserting matchstick. Okay, a glowing matchstick, if you insert into the test tube, that would be flame. That means what? That burst into flames. The inserted matchstick will be burst into flames. So you can easily confirm that collected gas in the test tube is what? Oxygen. Here oxygen is collected by this experiment into the test tube. So collected gas by the test tube is what? Oxygen. Okay, so why did you use aquatic plants in this experiment? Why don't we use another terrestrial plants such as like this type of plants for this experiment? Here we have to use only aquatic plants. They are small in size. We can experiment without fail, without problems also. That's why we have to use only aquatic plants. They are small in size also. They can also easily insert into beaker. So what about a terrestrial plant like this setup? These are very large. These are not useful for conducting this experiment. That shows what? Oxygen is produced during photosynthesis process in presence of light. So here a setup which is kept in sunlight give us good result because of what? Here in sunlight light falls directly. That means what? The light enters directly into the experimental setup. Then here by helping some factors there is a process of photosynthesis that takes place in the setup which is kept in sunlight. Okay, so we can conclude the process of photosynthesis that took place in the setup which is kept in open air or in the sunlight. Okay, so here during this process hydrilla plants releases some oxygen gas which is in the form of bubbles that finally reached into the test tube, end of the test tube. So that is what? Oxygen. Some gas is releases by what? Hydrilla plants. Here, oxygen is released by hydrilla plants during the process of photosynthesis by using different factors such as water, sunlight, air. So here, air such as carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, it is also one of the essential gas for process of photosynthesis. It is available in the water. Carbon dioxide is also available in water. Here, some aquatic plants can also get dissolved carbon dioxide in the water for process of photosynthesis. So, light, it is another factor that enters directly into the water. Okay. So, there is no hindrance of some factors such as carbon dioxide, light and water. That's why a setup which is kept in open place or sunlight give us good result. We will collect more oxygen which kept a setup in sunlight. Then if you take a setup already kept in dark, did it give us more oxygen when compared with a setup kept in open air or sunlight? No. Here light is prevented. One of the factor, light, it is essential factor for process of photosynthesis. It is prevented by kept in dark. In the dark there is no availability of sunlight. So here absence of sunlight, there is no process of photosynthesis. Even though that test tube that collects some few amount of oxygen, but not more than a setup that kept in air or open place. That means sunlight. So here, even though if we kept a setup in dark, there is a process of photosynthesis, but the amount of oxygen collected in the test tube is very low when compared with a setup that kept in sunlight. So this is also one of the experiment which explains oxygen is one of the essential factor. Oxygen is produced during the process of photosynthesis in presence of light. In this experiment, what is the factor? What is its role? Here, light is one of the factor. Its role is very important. Here, light plays a main key role for the process of photosynthesis. We can understand by conducting this experiment. Okay, so we can use Elodea or Hydrilla plant. Both are aquatic plants. Okay, don't use terrestrial plants such as small plants which are available on land. We have to use only aquatic plants for conducting this experiment. Then only we can get a good result. That means what? We can conduct it successfully. Okay, so this explains what? Oxygen is produced during process of photosynthesis in presence of sunlight. Okay, so far we have studied about some experiments which explains some essential factors such as sunlight, carbon dioxide. Okay, now let us do another activity. Sunlight is necessary to form starch in green plants. This is also one of the experiment. It can explain sunlight is one of the essential factor for process of photosynthesis. Okay, sunlight is necessary to form what? Starch. Okay, now let us do this activity. Here are some models that explains what sunlight is one of the essential factor. It is one of the necessary factor to form starch in green plants. Okay, for doing this activity we need some apparatus. Okay, this is also model of this activity. Okay, first of all we have to take a plant with distorted leaves. A plant with what? Discharged leaves. Okay. So this is also one of the potted plant. It can be discharged by keeping it in a dark for a week. We have to keep a experimented plant into dark for several days. That means what? For a week. Okay. If you keep such type of experimented plant in dark, we can remove starch, formed starch in the same plant. So here we can make a plant into discharged plant by keeping in the dark. Okay. Then here if you observe this experimented plant, this is one of the potted discharged plant. Potted discharged plant. First of all, we have to take a leaf. We have to take a leaf. Cover the one of the leaf of the same plant with a black paper. First of all, we have to cover a leaf with black paper. Okay. Then place the entire experiment in sunlight. Here, before going to that, we have to cut the black paper in design. Here there is a design shaped black papers. Here this is S design. Even though it is in white color, but we have to make it into black by rubbing with pencil or what we call sketch pens. Okay. So we have to cut that black paper in design. Okay. So here the covered black paper which is design is cut. Here this is S-shaped design. This is paper of S-shaped design. Okay. Then here if you keep the entire experiment in sunlight, after exposure of sunlight, you have to take the entire experiment for testing of starch. Okay. So you have to set up like this. Okay. Then you can take 2 leaves of the same plant for testing of starch. How can we make a plant discharge? By inserting them into dark. That means what? We have to keep them in the dark place. Then only we can make that starched plant into discharged plant. Okay. Discharged means what? Starch is completely utilized by the plant if you keep them in the dark for several days. Then after if you take the entire experiment for doing activity, we will get good result. Okay. After setting such type of setup in the sunlight, take that entire experiment for another process. Then what we will do? We have to take that experimented leaf for testing of starch. Okay. Then here if you observe, if you add few drops of iodine solution on that experimented leaf, which portion of the experimented leaf can changes into blue-black color after adding a few drops of iodine solution? Here you will notice only some parts of the plant leaf which is well exposed to the sunlight or by the sunlight can be changed into blue-black color. Okay. Why? Because light falls on that leaf directly. light falls on that leaf directly. Okay, that's why the portion of leaf which exposed by sunlight directly can be changed into blue black color because of starch formation. Because of what? Starch formation. For example, look here, this is what experimented leaf. After testing with iodine solution, you will be observed some colored portions and non-colored portion on the same leaf. Okay, so here the black paper which covered at the center of this leaf may not change into color. Because of what? Absence of light. Light did not fall directly on that portion because of that portion is covered by black paper that prevents falling of sunlight directly on that portion. What about remaining portion and that cutout portion of the same leaf can be changed into blue black color due to presence of starch. Due to presence of what? Starch. Okay, so here the presence of starch will be indicated what? Blue black color. That's why presence of starch will be indicated by blue black color by testing iodine solution. Okay, so here if you observe this green portion, if you add few drops of this portion which is covered by black paper, do not change into blue black color because of what? Absence of starch. Here you can find center of this portion did not change into blue black color because of there is no formation of starch. That is due to what? Absence of sunlight. Absence of sunlight, there is no formation of what? Starch. Then remaining portion we could find the color change. That means what? Blue black color. The remaining portion can be exposed directly by sunlight. That's why such type of portion can be changed into blue black color after testing with iodine. So this is also one of the experiment. This explains sunlight is necessary to form starch in the green plants. In the green plants, for starch formation, plants need what? Sunlight. Absence of sunlight, there is no formation of starch in green plants. So this model explains what? Sunlight is necessary for process of photosynthesis. Absence of it, there is no process of photosynthesis, and finally formation of starch. Okay, so what you all learned from this activity? We learned from this activity sunlight is necessary to form starch in green plants. Okay, now let us discuss another topic of this same lesson, chlorophyll and photosynthesis. Engine House wanted to find out more about photosynthesis and carried out several other experiments. He proposed only green plant pots could carry out the process of photosynthesis. He proposed what? Only green colored portions, green parts of the plant could carry out process of photosynthesis. He proposed like that. Then some plants which having colored leaves. What about some plants which having colored leaves? Colored leaves means other than green. For example, some plants having red colored leaves. Some plants having brown colored leaves. Is there any process of photosynthesis? According to him, only green parts of plants could carry out the process of photosynthesis. Though here there are some another animals such as parrot. It is also in green color. It is in green color. So what about such type of animals? Do they? No. Here only according to Engine House proposition, only green colored parts of plants could carry out process of photosynthesis. Here some leaves which are in brown or red, they can also carry out process of photosynthesis. Then here these type of questions remain challenges until scientists could isolate the green colored substance and study its nature. Around 4 decades after Engine House proposition, scientists could isolate the green substance and study its nature, whether it involve photosynthesis or not. It has become possible in the year 1817 due to the work of two scientists, Pelletier and Coventor, who obtained an extract of green substance and named it chlorophyll, meaning green leaf. Here Pelletier and Coventor both were scientists who obtained an extract of what? Chlorophyll. Before their discovery, before their invention, only green parts of plants involve process of photosynthesis. That means carry out process of photosynthesis. And before them, some scientists just could isolate the green substance, but it is not named by them as chlorophyll in those days. Then after the work of two scientists who are Pelletier and Coventor, they are the men who extracted the green colored substance and also named as chlorophyll by them. Okay. So here chlorophyll, it is also one of the pigment. It is also one of the pigment. Its role is very important in the process of photosynthesis. So such type of pigments generally involved in the process of photosynthesis and could be carried out the process of photosynthesis by them. Okay. Okay. Where does photosynthesis takes place? So far we have studied about Pelletier and Coventor and their discovery. Chlorophyll, it is a green pigment who obtained an extract of this chlorophyll in the year 1817 by both of them. Then where does the photosynthesis takes place? Here where is chlorophyll and other pigments in the plants? Where is chlorophyll and other pigments present in the plant? This is also one of the question. The exact location of photosynthetic part or containing chlorophyll was not known till another 6 decades after Pelletier and Coventor discovered chlorophyll. Here it is exact location. That means what? An exact location of photosynthetic part. That means what? Chlorophyll was not known till another 6 decades after the discovery of chlorophyll by Pelletier and Coventor. It was believed to be spread in the cells of green plant parts. Here what? Chlorophyll is spread in the cells of green plant parts. In those days they believed chlorophyll spread in the cells of green plant pods. In the year 1883, Julius Van Sachs observed that chlorophyll in plant cells is not spread throughout the entire cell. He observed what? In the 1883, Julius Van Sachs, he is also one of the scientists, he observed that chlorophyll in the plant cells is not spread throughout the entire cell. Here it only present cell organelles of cell. It also present the pigment called what? Chlorophyll present only in cell organelles. It is rather found in organelles of the cell. Rather found in organelles within the cell. Okay. So finally they conclude the pigment called what? Chlorophyll present in what? Cell organelles of a cell. Here cell organelles, you already studied about a plant cell and animal cell, structure of plant cell and animal cell in the 9th class. And what are its internal organelles? Internal organelles, cell organelles. Can you name some cell organelles that are found in plant cell and animal cell? Mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, endoplasmic reticulum. In plant cells, there is also a cell organelle called what? Chloroplast. Here, these colored pigments such as chlorophyll generally found in where? A cell organelle called chloroplast. So, chloroplast, there are these type of cell organelles present in cell in several numbers. Okay, listen, these are present in large number. It is about 40 to 100 in plant cells. Generally, they are present in some tissues like stomatal guard cells and what? Storage tissues. Okay. So, here chloroplast, it is also one of the cell organelle. It consists of some pigment called what? Chlorophyll. Chlorophyll, it is a photosynthetic pigment generally found in where? Chloroplast. So here once upon a time, before Julius Van Sachs observation, some of them they believed what? It spread in the cells of green plant pods. It is believed to be spread in the cells of green plant pods in those days. They believed like that. Then after Julius Van Sachs observation, he could found that chlorophyll in plant cells is not spread throughout the entire cell. It is only present in a cell organelle called what? Chloroplast. So we can easily recognize the photosynthetic part and photosynthetic containing, that means what? Containing chlorophyll. Chlorophyll. So here, according to the observation by Julius Van Sachs, chlorophyll, it is also a pigment. It generally involved in the process of photosynthesis. It is a pigment and present in a cell organelle called chloroplast. Chloroplast, it is a cell organelle present in plant cell. So here the pigment does not spread throughout the cell. It only spread in the chloroplast. It only spread in the chloroplast. Okay. According to him, it is only present in chloroplast. It will not spread throughout the cell. So this is information about chloroplast. You will learn more about chloroplast and its structure in detail in our next class. Thank you.